And this is Kane writing.
Hello, this is my persuasive speech on video games. The purpose of my speech is to persuade people by stating the benefits of playing video games. The central idea of my speech is that people need to stop trying to blame things on video games. Video games are a very beneficial part to our society. They improve our community and the people in our community. Without video games, we would have more crime and more. Everyone has played video games, either on their computer, their console, or their free games on their phones. We get lost in the games we get lost in these games to pass time or to get away from reality. Without video games, would our community be more violent? Playing video games greatly benefits the players, so why wouldn't you want to play them? Today I'm going to persuade you on the benefits of playing video games. I am qualified to speak on this topic because I have done extensive research on this topic to become very knowledgeable. The topic is relevant to my audience because they're all teenagers who have or do play video games. I will present this information to you by providing facts about video games how video games benefit our society with the reduction of violence and the development of friendships and social networks, as well as presenting you with facts and statistics on how video games benefit the player with emotional problems and mental processing. Although there are people who know video games who have benefits to the community, there are people who believe that video games don't provide benefits to the community at all. Well, let me prove them wrong. Video games reduce violence. Whenever a new violent video game is released, there have been severe spikes in the purchase of these games, along with a severe decline in the crime rate, such as homicides and assaults. Patrick Markey says, these video games are an outlet for people and they draw away their attention. This was from Do Violent Video Games Actually Reduce Real World Crimes in 2014 by Colin Campbell. Dr. Ferguson conducted an experiment on a group of young adults about stress in video games. He stated that video games help people to work through their problems. This allows people to release their stress through their video games other than taking it out by some other means. That was from Science Proves That Video Games Reduce Your Stress in 2015 by Ryan. Video games are a gateway to friendships and social networks. From personal experience, your friends are not always there when you want to hang out, so you get on your computer and you start to play a game. Eventually, you have that one game when something clicks with another person. You decide to add each other and become friends online. These people, even though we don't know them in person, become a part of your life. When playing video games, you can meet some great people and have some great online friendships that can eventually lead to real life meetups. Gaming is a great way to get to know someone. It's a team building and relationship building experience where you can really learn about the other person. That was from Video Games Help Make Lifelong Friendships. On the other hand, people don't believe that video games benefit the player other than helping them waste their time. These people are severely wrong. Video games greatly benefit the players, whether it's emotionally or with mental processing. Video games improve emotional well-being. 40% of gamers said that video games improve their emotional well-being. That is a severe benefit considering that 1 out of 5 people in America experience mental health issues each year. That was from The Benefits of Gaming, a Benefit to Society. Video games allow people to relieve stress, causing them to feel better and continue to feel better when they do other tasks. When someone plays video games, they are able to improve their mood because the player feels like they are in control and they have their own opinions. They are challenged but feel a sense of completion when they succeed, and they feel involved as a community or directly. The psychological and emotional benefits of video games. Video games greatly increase how fast the brain can process things and how much the brain can process in a short amount of time. When playing video games, you have to focus on small details. You develop better hand-eye coordination and spatial awareness. That was from the 25 positive and negative effects of video games. Video games, especially shooting games, have lots of variables that you have to watch and manage as they change. Your brain has to process all of this in a short amount of time while you are moving around. As things change and as you continue to play, the longer you play these types of video games, the faster your brain starts to process the information. This carries into real life. In closing, after being informed of the facts of how video games positively affect the community and the individuals that play video games, would you choose the positive side of video games? Before people start to blame video games for what happens in the community, they need to know the facts. To make an accurate argument. But unlike other people, I am able to talk about this information because I've done extensive research. So as teenagers, are you going to continue playing video games because of all the positive effects that they have on our lives? Or are you going to continue